Yes, it's true. Pretty much everything in my house is from Amazon. My furniture, my dishes, my clothes, my Alexa devices. Shh, don't say her name out loud. But not my chickens. That's where I draw the line.
Good morning, girls. Hi, everybody.
And my video filming equipment. I get a ton of questions about what I use for my camera, my microphone, the shelving in back of me. Oh, this? Yeah, it's an award. It's a Telly Award. I won it because I'm a badass like that. No, I didn't buy it on Amazon. So let's go over all of the amazing gear that you can get on Amazon, and I'm going to show you two options for everything. A budget option, if you're just starting out on YouTube or you're not really sure if this whole thing is going to work out, or you're like me and you're just cheap. And a higher end option, if you are a tech nerd, also like me, and you love to geek out on gear. And I know you love my subscribe sign back there, so you're just gonna have to stick around and watch the whole video if you want to find out more about where I got that. Up first, smartphone compatible microphones. Listen, I have been crucified in the comments before when I filmed videos outside and I did not use an external microphone. I need you to promise me that you're not gonna do this. I'm telling you now, it never works out well for anyone. So just decide you're going to have to suck it up and buy a microphone if you're planning to film outside or even film inside if the phone is more than, say, 4 feet away from your face. So here is my budget-friendly lavalier mic. Do you say lavalier or lavalier? I used to say lavalier, but then my friends in the industry would say lavalier. So now I say lavalier, but I digress. This one is the Movo LV1, and it really doesn't come any cheaper than this, y'all. $12.95. This thing is more than enough for a beginning YouTuber or amateur video maker. I really like this one because it has a 20-foot cord, which means if your phone is on a tripod 10 feet away, the cord can go down to the floor, across the floor, up your body, clip onto your shirt, and you don't have this wire that is taut, suspended in midair, and you're going to clothesline somebody if they walk into the room while you're filming. This thing is also great because you never have to remember to charge the batteries. It's always ready for use. Just keep it in a little zippered pouch in your car along with a cheap tripod, and you'll always be ready to film a video. Even when you're out and about, you can capture B-roll or candid moments at the drop of a hat. I will link to all of this equipment down below, so if you need a microphone that is almost less than breakfast at Starbucks, no, I'm pretty sure it's less than breakfast at Starbucks these days, then this is the microphone for you. But now let's look at the high-end option. If you hate the cord or you're just ready to level up your sound quality, then the Rode Wireless Go is fantastic. The quality on this thing is amazing, which is why Rode microphones are so highly regarded. And I actually did an entire video using this microphone as an example, so I'll link that up above if you want to watch that one and see what it really sounds like. Rode also makes this microphone with 2 transmitters so that you could do interview style videos. You wear one, your guest wears one, everybody is heard very clearly. And because these are wireless, they are rechargeable. So you never have to run to Costco and buy AA batteries to be constantly feeding these things. But you do have to remember to charge them for a few hours before you plan to use them. It always is super annoying to plan a video, go sit down to start recording, and the batteries are completely dead. So you do have to, plan ahead just a little more than I do most of the time. Now let's move on to desktop microphones. If you plan to do most of your videos using the webcam on your computer, you're going to need a USB microphone. My favorite budget version is this USB mic from Fifine. I don't know. It's around $40 on Amazon. It works with Windows and Mac, and it's ideal for YouTube videos, Zoom videos, podcasting, voiceovers, live streams. It's really just awesome. It is super affordable, and it plugs into the back of your computer into the USB port. That's it. Just plug it in. Fun fact, there is a front and back of this microphone. If you have the audio version of my book, YouTube for Real Estate Agents, I recorded the entire audiobook, every stinking page, into the wrong side of the microphone. No, I did not record the introduction and then listen to it back to see how it sounded. No, That would have been too logical. Instead, I spent 4 hours straight in my master bedroom closet recording the audiobook because somebody told me that the sound quality would be better if you did it surrounded by all of this fabric that would absorb excess sound. And I played it back and it sounded like total crap because I was talking into the back side of the microphone. So make sure you actually read the directions before you use it for the first time. It has a really nice stand. It's very sturdy and it can tilt so it's easily adjustable. And you can travel with it too. You could just unplug it, stick it in your suitcase, and then plug it into your laptop in a hotel if you're traveling, but you still need to create content while you're away from home. I used this one for years until I upgraded to the Mac Daddy. This is the Rode Podcaster, and it comes with this boom arm that clamps onto your desk or table. You can pull it in close to your mouth and then swing it out of the way when you don't need it anymore. I love this thing, and I literally use it every single day. I probably would not have ever purchased this for myself because I'm cheap. But my husband gave this to me for our anniversary in 2020 because it was May 2020, and the entire world seemed to discover Zoom simultaneously. Now, this is not really portable. This is designed to be fixed into your preferred configuration and then it just stays there. You can unclamp it and move it to a new spot on your desk, but you're not going to be schlepping it from your recording studio in your basement to your office upstairs to your master bedroom. I really don't know what you would be filming in your master bedroom with a giant podcasting microphone. And now that I've planted that mental picture in your head, moving on. Let's talk cameras. By the way, is this helpful? If it is, you should totally hit the like button because it really helps me with my self-esteem, and the more people that like me, the better I feel about myself. Don't tell my therapist I said that. If you're filming with your phone, awesome. You probably already have a phone. If you don't, I really don't know how you survive in society, but if your phone is less than 4 years old, the camera in the phone is perfectly fine. You do not need to run out and buy a new one. But if you just want to buy a new one, you can always tell your spouse that you are writing it off as a business expense because you are. You need a better camera for filming your YouTube videos. That's really hard. It's hard to wink. I have the iPhone 13 Pro and I totally love it. I think the quality of it is amazing. But then again, I thought that my 8 Plus and my 6 Plus were just fine too. So if you want to use a webcam to record directly into your computer, I love that idea because it's a real step saver. But let's face it, the webcam on our computer can be a little, how shall I say, total garbage. At least on my Mac it is. I'm told that the newer models finally put in a 1080p webcam, but the webcam on my 2-year-old iMac is awful. It shoots in 720p. Just for fun, I'm going to shoot this part on my FaceTime webcam so that you can see the difference in quality. It is truly light years apart. This budget-friendly webcam shoots in 1080p and it works with Mac and Windows. It's around $45. And again, it just plugs into the computer with a USB port. It is great for recording videos directly into the computer and also doing Google Meets and Zoom calls and all of the web conferencing apps these days. If you record on your phone, then you have to get it from your phone to the computer to do any editing or to even send it to your editor. But if you record with the webcam right into your computer, it's already there. I love that. I am all about making my life easier. If you really want to go all out, you can get a camera with a lens that would work with your computer as a webcam. Now, every computer is different, so I can't really say that this would be 100% compatible with everything, but I have a Canon EOS Rebel T7i. Now, it really is a fairly entry-level DSLR camera, but it's about what I wanted to spend for an actual camera without dropping a couple grand. It has a very basic lens. It comes with a case to store it all in. And if you like the quality of this video, this is what I am shooting it on right now. I have the 18 to 55 millimeter lens on the Canon camera with the Elgato Cam Link, which is a little adapter that lets you plug the camera directly into the computer. And then when I'm doing Zoom calls, I just choose my Canon camera as the camera option. When you spend half your day on video these days, it's actually nice to have a decent looking setup so that you can feel superior to everyone else on the Zoom call where we're looking straight up their nose. Tripods. Tripods are not very exciting. You need one to hold your filming device of choice. Here's a cheap one. and there's not really much to say about it except that it's really cheap. It's also flimsy. It's not going to last a long time, so don't think you're going to chuck it in the trunk of your car and schlep it from place to place and have it last a very long time. But if you just need a very basic model, it works just fine. And here is a super sturdy, expensive one. This is the high-end version. I said virgin. Version. It's kind of ridiculous to me that I spent this much money on a tripod, but it is crazy sturdy. It is not going to drop my $600 camera, and I've had it for years now. This one you could absolutely take with you to shoot video on location. It comes with a little bag. It's not going to get damaged in transit. This sucker is sturdier than some of the furniture I had in my college dorm room. Moving on to lights. I've bought a lot of lights on Amazon over the years. I did a quick search through my orders for lights, and I came up with 9 pages of results. Apparently, I've bought desk lamps and wall-mounted sconces and exterior lights for the back of my house and light roast coffee and blue light blocking glasses. So it was kind of a pain for me to search through 9 pages worth of orders to find the original cheap studio lights. So I hope you can appreciate my personal sacrifice on your behalf. Here's the set that I started with. It's from eMart, and these are soft boxes. It's a very flattering source of light, and as a matter of fact, I am still using one of these lights right over here because the white cover diffuses the light, and it's very flattering. And a set of 2 for $70 is a pretty good deal. They come with a carrying case. They work very, very well. The only real downside to these is that they're big. They do take up a lot of room. So I have mine set up over here in the corner. It stays there 100% of the time. If you're limited on space, you may have to put it up and then put it away, and then put it up and put it away every time you're filming, which is a bit of a nuisance, but you got to do what you got to do. After a while, I upgraded to these LED lights because they are much lower profile. They don't take up nearly as much room. I also like that you can change the warmth, and they're dimmable, so they are very adjustable. I really do like that I can change from a warmer light to a cooler light. I can go from very dim mood lighting to help, I'm being interrogated by the CIA lighting, but I like the soft boxes better. I don't know why, I just do. But if you're totally limited on space, these are a good option. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for, drum roll please, the subscribe sign. I cannot tell you how many people ask me in the comments about the subscribe sign. This one actually did not come from Amazon. It came from my second favorite, Etsy. I love Etsy so much because you can get really unique stuff there that the rest of the world doesn't already have, but you usually can't get it in 2 days. Sometimes they can even get my stuff from Amazon in 1 day now, so I'm ridiculously spoiled. Amazon has ruined me for all other companies when it comes to buying anything online. If I order something and it takes a week to get here, I'm so pissed off by the time it finally arrives. I'm waiting for the day when we're going to have a trapdoor in the roof of our house and the Amazon drone will fly overhead and you'll get a little notification and you'll just like retract your roof and the drone will drop to your box and it's just going to land right on your desk right in front of you. Remember, you do not need to start with everything and you don't need to start with the super expensive stuff. Start with the inexpensive things, the things that you desperately need. And then when your channel starts to bring in business for you, you can always upgrade to something a little fancier. But once you have all this equipment, what do you do with it to start driving traffic to your business? We'll watch this video next and I'll tell you exactly what I did.